Hey everyone, it's Maya with We Are the Hansons. Today we're diving into one of the busiest and most exciting times of the year in our house, back to school prep. And for our family, that means prepping for virtual public school online. With a big family like ours, the organization, the energy, and let's be honest, the chaos are all real. But it's a time full of hope, new routines, and opportunity. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's walk through how we're gearing up for another successful school year. We still have all of our laptops from last year. Step one, pull them out, clean them off, charge them up, and double check for damage. We also review logins and make sure any old passwords are updated. Since we're doing public online school again, we're currently waiting for this year's school books and workbooks to arrive in the mail. The kids get so excited when those big boxes come, it feels like Christmas morning to them. Each kid gets their own space. We wipe down desks, vacuum corners, declutter last year's doodles and wrappers. It's a fresh start for all of the kids. This year, we're letting the kids decorate their own study space. Posters, stickers, name tags, even little pencil cups that match their personalities. It makes such a difference for them. With so many laptops and chargers, power strips are gold. We make sure every workstation has what they need. No one's fighting over outlets this year. It's going to be nice. Let's talk about those summer bedtimes. We start dialing it back about 2 weeks before school starts. So they're not cranky at 8 a.m. on the first day because, for them, school doesn't start until 9 a.m. So we get them up at 8. They get to eat breakfast and, just relax until that first class. With so many different grades, schedules, and Zooms, I build a big calendar with a whiteboard that's color-coded time blocks for each child so that they know they have a class at this time, this time, this time, and this time, and how long their breaks are. Getting back into morning routines is key. No more cereal on the couch while watching cartoons. We shift back to breakfast at the table mode, and that tends to get a little crazy sometimes, and then, they get up at 8. They can watch cartoons for a little bit after they eat their breakfast and just kind of relax. It's something that it's very easy to just not want to do something in the morning, but after getting breakfast and everything, and they start getting in that routine, takes about a week or so, and they're back to normal routine for school. Okay, real talk. Mom needs coffee and lots of it. I make sure, the coffee is ready and, you know, everything's stocked for them. Early morning and tech support duties because, if one kid's headphone doesn't work, then it's scrambling or messaging trying to get their headsets to work. We plan our lunch ahead of time, easy meals that don't involve standing in the kitchen for 30 minutes per kid, and snacks, self snacks. And they can pick out whatever they want. Each kid gets a binder for school papers. There's notebooks because they all need that. And it's got all their login information in it. Keeps everyone from fighting and everything from getting lost and mixed up in the shuffle. So that kind of helps a lot. We bring out the headphones for everyone. Trust me, one kid's reading lesson blasting while another kid's trying to do their math does not work. It makes a mess. Because then you got one kid saying, I can't hear. I'm listening to them and not doing mine. It always happens. So that's a must. We do a full tech run through, make sure the Wi Fi's working, the webcam's working, the microphone's working, logins are, good and able to be logged into. We try to solve issues before the first day hits just because it gets chaotic. If everybody's computer doesn't work, or two kids' computers don't work, or headphones don't work, the first day is just a nightmare. We sit down and make a list, you know, mute when not talking, no TikToks during school. We, ask for help when stuck on something, print it, post it. Those are things that the kids need to be doing, asking their teachers for help. I'm there to support them, but they really need to be raising their virtual hand and asking for help. It's okay if things are rocky. We talk to the kids about patience, flexibility, and grace for themselves and their teachers. Sometimes their teachers are busy with somebody else. So they just need to be patient and understanding and just wait for their name to be called. We try to attend the online orientation Zooms and virtual meets and greets. It helps make those first lessons less intimidating. Even the younger kids get a little daily reading time. It gives me a break and it helps them focus, and to stay sharp. That's important. Just because it's virtual doesn't mean no pictures. We do a little photo backdrop with signs and balloons, first day of school. It's pretty fun. And their teachers do pictures while they're doing their work online. The last year, Torrance teacher did a video of all the kids on their first day and through the school year and on the last day. It was pretty neat. We make a big breakfast, the first morning, waffles, eggs, fruit. It sets the tone that this is a special start to the school year. And I think that helps. I think it really helps the kids with being able to know that they're in a new grade, it's a new year, they're going to rock it, and it makes them feel like it's a fresh start, and it helps a lot. We ask them what they want to improve this year. One says math, another says less yelling during class time. Real goals matter. They matter a lot. We schedule breaks with things they love, like coloring, Legos, playing with their baby dolls, playing outside, brain breaks that help them reset and focus better. They do a break on their virtual learning and it's a dance and they have a lot of fun. I mean, this school is so fun. The teachers are very understanding and they help the children. And I'm always telling the kids, if you're struggling, ask for help because these teachers are willing to put the time in to help you. So let them help you. And last year was our first year doing it. So it was a little chaotic at first, but once, I'd say about a week or two in, we were smooth sailing and it felt so nice not to have to make sure they didn't miss the bus going to school, make sure they got on the bus to come home, make sure they didn't get off at another stop that they weren't supposed to. Not having to run to the school to pick them up if they're sick or if they get hurt. It was such a relief being able to do online public virtual last year. And the only thing that is a bummer about it is the kids really miss the friends. Yes, they do get to see their friends virtual online, video to video, but it's not like, I mean, they're from all over the place. So they might be 2 hours away from us. Sometimes you do find a child in your area that is in your child's class, but it's very hard, because you obviously can't sit there and say, hey, are you from Springfield, Missouri? So you just have to keep telling them, you know, these are your friends. You have friends in our neighborhood. If their parents are close or if they come to vacation here, we can always get together and have a play date. So it's that type of stuff. I plan little check ins with each child once a week. We talk about how school's going, what they're struggling with, and we celebrate them wins. And the teachers at the public virtual are very, very good about bringing struggles to our attention as parents. And I really, really, really like that because then you don't have to sit there and wonder how your child's doing because, if the teacher ain't coming to you with questions, then usually that's a good sign. Now, if you're seeing something and the teacher is missing it and you question the teacher about it, she may not be missing it. She may just be like, oh, well, they're this far behind. They'll catch up, you know? So just because we think our child might be struggling a little bit doesn't mean they are. Maybe that, we're not the teacher. Maybe they've seen it in the past with another child and they're like, oh, well, I've had a student in the past that had the same issue, but they overcame it later on, and we'll just continue watching them for that or whatever it may be. Then we go through all the platforms and we do the class dojo. We make sure everything is updated and the kids know where to click because there is a lot of page turning, but it's a cakewalk. I mean, it's simple. And my kids had it down pat in no time. And maybe they might have changed some stuff this year and we don't know, but we will find out. And I'm sure my kids will catch on and I'll catch on easy and we'll be good to go. So once school is done, screens go off for a bit. We want their minds to shift out of Zoom mode and back into real life. I give them an hour to 2 hour break where they can just go and play outside, ride their bikes, do something like that. And then we come back and we sit down, we do our homework, and then we're good to go. Sometimes we don't get all the homework done that night. We try our best, but sometimes it is a brain overload and we just need to take a break. And the school is very understanding. So if you don't get it done that night, you can catch up. We leave little notes at their desks for the first day. Just a quick, you've got this can mean the world to your child. Or happy first day of freshman year or third grade or second grade. It helps a lot. Mom's emergency kit. We always have wipes. We got sticky notes, extra pens, little candy stashes in case, their teacher says, oh, well, they did so good on this, little quiz that we did. And then they get like a sucker or something. Just the basics for surviving the day. Because sometimes school can be stressful. And us as parents, we've been there. We've been there. So we know. And we still go through it in our daily life with work and just life in general. It can be stressful. So that we always make sure we have just little things like that. At the end of the day, we remind ourselves why we do this. For the flexibility, for the individualized attention, and for the chance to grow together as a family. And our kids have their own space and they are working at their own pace, and it's nice. That wraps up our back to school prep episode here at We Are the Hansons. Whether you're doing online school, homeschool, or something in between, I hope this gave you ideas, encouragement, and maybe a laugh or two. Virtual school isn't easy, but it's doable. And with a little planning and a whole lot of love, we'll get through it together. Wishing all of you an amazing school year ahead. If you want to get on over to our YouTube channel and subscribe, you can also send us a message on our We Are the Hansons Facebook page, or you can also send us an email on our We Are the Hansons show at gmail.com. You can also go check out our website at wearethehansonfamily.com. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and we will see you next time.